Okay, so let me tell you, I did not have much luck turning the grass into a wreath as I had hoped. This was supposed to be a fall wreath crafting venture from the foraging earlier and all the stuff we went through. And then as I was gathering my stuff and bringing it back to my backyard where I have a table set up that I could do all this stuff on, my dog stole my sumac. Like, not all of it, but I had brought a cluster out because I did go and find a sumac lemonade recipe that I was going to share with you. And I wanted to have a little piece of sumac to show you. And my dog ate it. So, my dog ate it. He's gonna be fine. I checked and apparently it's fine. He might have a little bit of a sore throat from the little hairs on there, but it looks like the majority of the berries actually fell out onto the ground and he didn't consume them. So we'll keep an eye on him, make sure he's okay, but he's a pretty big dog and he has eaten probably worse things. So moving on. I had to improvise with all of my gathered items from earlier, and instead of making a wreath, I decided to make what's essentially going to be like a mini door broom. I went ahead and compiled all of the foraged items, and there's the sumac right in there. I didn't use a lot of it because I do want to make the Sumac-Ade, but I thought since I am going to still share with you the recipe, I would show you those red sumac berries. But this is the final product. I just had this little twisty tie that I used just to improv as I was making it down at the bottom of the hill. But what I plan on doing is wrapping twine down here. I don't know how far I'll go. I'll just probably be intuitive with it and see what makes me happy. And then I believe that I will either glue the acorns onto the twine itself, or possibly drill holes in them and string them through a string and kind of have them hang. And then this can be something that hangs from the door to celebrate fall. So I hope you guys like it. Pretty excited to get that done. And again, you know, I just kind of, all of the things that I showed you on the previous video are incorporated into this. So really enjoyed making that. So for the sumac lemonade, so like I said, this is the sumac berries. Just kind of red, velvety, really deep maroon red. We're getting close to Halloween. You could say blood red. Really pretty deep color, very rich. So for the sumac lemonade, you want to double filter it because, again, those hairs can be irritating to your throat. So I looked at two different sources. So PBS Food, about 4 years ago, made a video talking about sumac lemonade. Apparently indigenous cultures and the Cherokee Nation, that this is something that they make and drink. And then West Virginia Public Broadcast, they had a video about how to make the sumac lemonade. So essentially you want to heat your water to just below boiling, put your sumac berries, so your little red velvety berries, into the water, let it soak for about 10 minutes. And then you're going to use, you can use a coffee filter, I have cheesecloth, but you want a very fine filter. So I would say ultimately, if you want to be extra careful, use a coffee filter. Once it's done steeping for 10 minutes, you don't want it to be too dark because at that point it's supposed to get more astringent and bitter tasting. But 10 minutes, light pink color, will double filter. So pour it through 2 filters, or alternatively, you could put your berries only into a single coffee filter and kind of tie it up with a piece of twine or something and make an individual cup of the Sumac-Ade. Instead of making like a whole pitcher of it as you would the other alternative route. I also have read and that you can make it like as you would sun tea, just put the berries into the water and stick it out in the sun. But I don't know about the point where it would turn astringents. I don't know where that cutoff would be, so I don't want to really encourage that too much without looking more into it. But if you want to make sumac sun lemonade, sumac lemonade, whatever you want to call it, you definitely want to research what the right time frame is going to be to keep it from getting that bitter taste to it. So I hope that you enjoy. I did see you can add honey to it to sweeten it up a little bit. I personally think the sumac has a little bit of sweetness to it myself, because sometimes I'll pop a berry when I'm walking around just to see how the flavor is. But otherwise, just hope you enjoyed having the recipe, and I hope y'all enjoyed kind of seeing the mostly finished outcome instead of a wreath. Like I said, this is going to be a fall kind of a homemade little broomstick to hang on the door. So I will talk to you guys later. Everyone have a blessed day. Thanks for joining me again.